Hi, my name is Sarah Habibi, and I thought I'd make a very quick video to introduce myself and explain why I'm here in Sydney at the moment. I've come over to present at the Learning Difference Convention, which is on this week, Thursday the 25th and Friday the 26th of August. There's a link down below, so if you're interested in attending this convention, do have a look, because I'm one of many speakers talking about different and unique approaches to helping people with learning difficulties. The programme that I'll be talking about is called Jumpstarting Literacy and Numeracy. This is a very new, groundbreaking, totally pioneering technique and a very different approach for working with people who have any kind of learning barriers at all. So, why is it different? It's different because we look at learning difficulties as essentially ineffective strategies that people are using. We use strategies for absolutely everything in life. Brushing our teeth, playing sports, spending money, saving money, and learning. Everything we learn involves steps that we actually go through to be able to become competent and efficient at what we do. Quite often, people are completely unaware of their learning strategies and their learning styles. This process involves three main areas. The first one is all about our mental imagery and visual processing skills. These are absolutely essential for any kind of learning. We take in much more information through our visual system than we do through our auditory system. Most programs that teach literacy are auditory or phonics-based programs, and this is absolutely brilliant for the majority of students who do learn to read and spell very effectively using these programs. But there are some students that it just simply doesn't work for. What's been discovered is many people who have dyslexia are quite often highly visual people. They're able to see things in multi-dimensional movies or lots of different screens. They see things from different perspectives, and that's absolutely fantastic for being really creative. However, it's really not very good for learning how to spell or for reading. Quite often letters move around the page, or the word just simply won't sit still inside their mind so they can spell it effectively. Or they don't have a link to a picture to explain to them which is the right spelling. The second element of what we teach is all about our emotional state and the role that it plays when we're learning. You know yourself that when you're under pressure, how easy it is to forget things. If you've been sitting in an exam and your mind's gone blank, or an interview and you can't remember the answer to something, it's very frustrating, and the harder you try to remember, the more likely it is you'll forget. What we teach is how a student and a teacher can get into an effective learning state. And what this does is actually increases the pathways and the connections between your working memory and your long-term memory where the information is stored. This also improves focus and concentration. So for those students who can't sit still or find it really difficult to concentrate for a long period of time, these processes actually help to calm the whole system down and make it much easier to focus. And the third part of this is actually the coaching side of it. And the coaching side involves metacognition, so that's thinking about thinking. And what we do is we help students to uncover their own learning strategies. These are deeply unconscious for everybody, and until you ask the right questions, you won't know what's really happening inside your students' minds. What's amazing is what the students actually can tell you, provided you ask the right question. We tend to look at people's behaviours to assess what's going on inside the mind, but the reality is the behaviour can be a result of all kinds of different things that people are doing. On this course, I'll actually teach you how to uncover students' internal learning strategies, how to help them become calmer, less stressed and more relaxed when they're learning, and also how to use and develop their mental imagery much more effectively. We've been using this technique now and this process for quite a few years. In the UK, it's being used with lots of primary schools, adult literacy tutors, and it's now even becoming introduced into the Navy. In Ireland, where I'm based, I now have 16 schools, primary schools, that have either had whole staff trained in this process or a few key staff who are working specifically in the learning support area. I've also trained adult literacy teachers, and I've worked with hundreds of parents and their families with amazing results. The best thing about it is that once you learn the right strategy for learning, people's learning actually takes off very quickly. And we see results generally between 3 and 4 weeks. If you're interested to learn more, there are some links down below. So there'll be a link for the Learning Difference Convention, and there'll also be a link to my company to show you what it is I actually do. There's also some videos where you can listen to a principal of a primary school that's been using this process for the last 3 years. So I really hope to see you this week. I'm delivering a blended learning course. The first part of it is a live training, which is going to be at the Rydges Hotel in Parramatta on Saturday the 27th. The rest of the training will be delivered through live webcasts once I'm back in Ireland. If you can't make this week at all, don't worry. I'm also delivering an online training. That starts on the 5th of September, and you'll see the information on my website as well. If you have any questions or you'd like to contact me for any reason, there are also my email address will also be down below. So I really hope to hear from you soon, and it'd be great to meet you this week. Thanks a lot. Bye.